What's inside this mystery sports binder? I have no idea. We're going to go inside and take a look, as well as look at some celebrity autographs today on today's edition of Baseball King Collectibles. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. We're glad you have you. Newcomers, oldcomers, everybody. Thank God for being here. Glad you're all healthy and happy and able to watch. And you newcomers, I don't just collect baseball cards. A lot of guys think I'm just a baseball card collector. It's Baseball King Collectibles. No, it's not just about baseball cards. It's about everything collectible. Sports, celebrities. I have over 10,000 in-person autographs from baseball players, all sports players, and celebrities as well. Not just sports guys. So this envelope here, what does it say? It just says sports on it, all right? What? I guess I just know there's only sports guys in here, so I must throw sports in, to separate it from my celebrity autographs. So I don't know what's in here. I haven't looked in this. I mean, I peeked in here just to see what was in here, but it's all sports. So we're going to pull them out. We're going to look at them. We're going to look at some celebrity photos as well. And we're going to have some fun today, right? I think. Let's get going. Let me pull it out. I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull about that many in. About 25, 30 autographs in here, I would say. And I think only one of them has a sleeve on it. The rest are just loose in here. Well, you guys are going to kill me because they're all loose. Sorry. But that's the way I do my collecting. It's not for value. I know my collection's worth zero. I can't go to the supermarket. I can't say, hey, I got this photo here. Can you pay my groceries with this? No, it's worth zero unless I sell it to another person who wants it. And it's not easy to do that either. So I love my collection. None of these autographs are going nowhere. I store them the way I store them. It is the way it is. I'm just glad I have them, And like I said, I don't buy anything. So this is all in person, guys. In person, which makes my channel the most unique channel on YouTube. Because nobody else does this. I mean, look, I can go on eBay and just buy 1 million autographs if I had $1 million, whatever. And show. I got stories behind every autograph. They're all in person. And it really means a lot to me. And knowing that I put a lot of work and effort into all this, too. It wasn't just overnight effort, one day thing. So let's get started. You heard enough of me babbling on about nothing. So let's see what we got. The first one up is, I'll just put it down here. Look, it's all here, but I'm just going to put it down so I can grab it one at a time easily. It's a Hall of Fame Tom Glavine. Hey, look at that. We start off with a baseball guy. Like Tom Glavine. It's in plastic. Thank God this is the only one in plastic because it's a little glare, but beautiful autograph. 300 game winner, Hall of Famer Tom Glavine. You can't get better than that. Well, you can because we have Hall of Famer Lenny Dawson. That's right. This was outside the NFL studios when we do a show, Manhattan Weekly Show. Easy to get. Lenny Dawson, such a nice guy. But why have one when you could have two Lenny Dawsons? That's right. I got him twice on the same photo. I had two photos. If he wants to sign them both, he signs them both. So, hey, thank you, Lenny. Next, we got a good one here. See, I haven't looked at these in yet. Really, I don't know what's coming up next myself. So it's all surprising myself at the same time. So my reaction is really just, pure. It's Bagpipes. Jeff Bagwell, 108 by 10, beauty. Look at Bagwell. He gives it a great. Look at that order. You're not going to see that on a card. You're lucky you get Jay, a couple. So this is early in his career, but like I said, on a photo. That's why I like the photos, guys. You get a 10 times better autograph on a photo than you will on a card. It's just anybody, even myself, your own person. Sign your name on a card or sign it on a photo. You got so much more room. You're going to make it nice and big. So, Bagpipes in the house. Next up, we got two. We got three. This was a fan favorite back in the day with the Mets. Ray Ordonez. Very nice. Oh, really nice. What a nice guy. I can't tell you how nice he was. So why have one when you could have two, right? Or you could have three. There's two more Ray Ordonez. I got 3 Ray Ordonez in here. Whoa, thank you, Ordonez. Very, very good fielding shortstop back in the day. He was the top of the game. Next up is the catcher of the Mets, Todd Hundley. And look at that autograph. Look, every loopy letter. Otherwise, you get nothing on a card. Hardly anything. So, Todd Hundley. Oh, it's Izzy Isringhausen. Jason Isringhausen, one of the big three. Generation K. Isringhausen, Pulsifer, Wilson. All three of them were supposed to be, the guys, But it didn't pan out. Isringhausen had a nice career, though. He did. He went on to have a nice relief as a relief pitcher with the Cardinals. Mainly Oakland. He bounced around, but he had a good career. And I can't say the same for Bill Pulsifer, who had, it's up and downs. Yes, he looked like he was flashing. He was going to be the lefty between him and Paul Wilson and Isringhausen, but it didn't work out for Pulse either. But look at that autograph. That's a beauty. He just did a show recently, locally, like $29 or something. But I didn't need to I didn't need him. Yeah, we got a good one here. It's another football Hall of Famer. It's Dan Reeves of the Giants. Mr. Reeves, the coach, he went on, of course, Dallas Cowboys, that's where he's known from. He coached the Giants for a while. That's when I got him when he was in the New York head coach. He did a local signing somewhere, opening somewhere. Big back in the day when new Target, new Caldor stores, this store, that's grand openings were everywhere, and there was always a celebrity sports guest, mostly sports guests at these events. There's a good one here too. Wow, I didn't even realize I had this. Terry Bradshaw. There you go, Terry Bradshaw. Nice. I got him several other times, of course, but look at that beautiful autograph. He's just perfect. Oh, here's a good one. I think I got a couple of these. Yeah, I do. And these are on my original. This is my original magazine covers too. My originals. There we go. It's Oscar Robertson signed down here in the dark spot, but it's signed. It's okay. My originals. That's what makes it great. All right. This is from my original. See the back? It's just a magazine cover. I saved covers over the years. Fortunately for me, I don't know why I had that habit, but I guess, my parents wanted the magazines out of the house. I was a magazine junkie back in the late 60s, early 70s. That's what we did. We read magazines. There was no other way to get information, stories about your favorite players and all that. So I saved the covers instead of throwing out them. I remember I had a big pile. They were everywhere. I cut all the covers off. Magazine's gone. And that's okay. Always another one of the big O. That's a nicer picture, too, on the nice Sports Illustrated. Again, this is my brother's name on here. This is my family forever. This will never go nowhere. This is my original cover for my brother. He was the Sports Illustrated subscriber back in the day of 1970. I was just a little 13-year-old back then, going on 14. And there's one more of the big O. You can't go wrong with any big O. This one he signed on the white spot there. Beautiful. Big O. Oh, I have one more. I didn't even realize I had one more. This was also, I think it was Herman's Sporting Goods or something like that. It was back in the day. There's one more big O. Again, magazine cover. I think that's Bailey Howell on the back, I think, or Celtics, or Joe Havlicek maybe. But we want to see the big O's autograph. There it is, right there. Nice, right? The big O. Oscar Robertson. He never signs Oscar Robertson. He just signs the big O. You could ask him, he ain't doing it. So, that's the way it is. Take what you can get, right, guys? I mean, it is what it is. There's a good one. Ooh, I like this one. Again, I love the cover. Just a great Sports Illustrated cover. It's got a little, it's ruined. This is my original, so of course it's not in great shape. I had it for so many years. It's Jerry Koosman signed in this here. The Mets against the world. That's what it was. For the next season, right? 1970, for the spring of 70, because they were the champs. So it's the Mets against the world. And it was Koosman who was the World Series pitching hero, not Seaver. It was Koosman. And I just thought this was just a great cover. I mean, I said, I got to get this signed one day because it was in my collection of just magazines and got it signed. All in person. Remember, everything you see is in person. There's not one thing I bought here, not one thing I purchased. All this cost me $0. I do this like a three-pointer, right? Three-pointer, how do you do this? How do they do it now? This. Crazy, right? Shouldn't be bragging. Just shoot, run back, play defense, But the new world we're living in. Look who it is. Oh, my God. You were kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is that Wayne Gretzky? That's right. That's Wayne Gretzky. Wow. Like, wow, yet? I got a little wow, right? Come on. A little bit of a wow, right? And why have one Wayne Gretzky when you could have two Wayne Gretzkys? Okay? I mean, it was a class act like he was. A class act in person, too. Just a great signer. Just great with the fans. That's why he's the great one. I mean, for more reasons than one. All right, let's take a little break here and go to celebrities. We're taking a little break. We're going to get back. We're not finished, so don't leave. Got to go through a few celebrities because people want to see my celebrity autographs as well. So I figure I'll break them up, keep you guys here, unless you fast forward it. You're welcome to do that, but I didn't film it yet, and go on to my future video. But I still didn't film it yet, but we'll get there by the end of this video, and it will be all done, if that makes any sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'll start off with Charlton Heston. There's Moses, not just Charlton Heston. That is Moses. Beautiful, right? Gorgeous picture. And, of course, recently passed away a few years ago. It's none other than Howard Stern. It's on the dark spot there, but that's okay. It's Howard Stern. We'll take what we can get, right? When it doesn't cost you nothing, you take what you get. When it's free, you don't argue. When you have to pay for it, you want a better photo, of course. Steven Tyler, Aerosmith lead singer, of course. Oh, look who this is. That's legendary Eric Clapton. That's right, Eric Clapton. That's his autograph. Signed on a beautiful 8x10. Again, all free. Oh, Van Damme. Is that how you pronounce it? Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme for you karate guys out there. So I got to love everything. Oh, look at this. This is Christie Brinkley. The best signature ever. Look at that autograph. Can you get a better autograph than that? No. So, I mean, why can't everybody sign like that? Oh, it's another legend in the Teen Pop. I know it was David Cassidy, Teen Pop, right? Everybody loved David Cassidy. Well, you guys are too young probably, but back in the day, this guy was the guy. You know, he's like the Justin Bieber or whoever the new guys are. This was David Cassidy. Look at that pretty face. Look at that handsome guy. Passed away at a young age. He had issues, problems, money problems. It's amazing how these guys go from rags to riches to rags, basically, you know. And we'll ended up with a Clint Eastwood. Whoa, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's where that's from. And he must be the good. I never watched that movie, but I'm assuming he was the good guy. Clint Eastwood, beautiful, right? I mean, you can't get better than that. I mean, this is a sample. This is like this much of my autograph collection. But I want to show you some of them in between. As long as I got you guys' attention, right? I think I got your attention. Let's get back to the sports, all right? All right, next up we have, oh, wow, it's another good one. I got a couple of them too. We'll start off with the first one. It is Bill Walton. And look at this, a legendary Sports Illustrated, the 61 Straight, the gang, the record-breaking gang, the Walton gang. He was just phenomenal. Maybe one of the greatest college basketball players in history. He followed Lou Alcindor, who was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, of course. UCLA was just dominant for like 8 years in a row. It was just incredible. 10 out of 12, whatever they did. It was a crazy run. Bill Walton again. Look at that. Nice. Rest in peace, Bill Walton. A great, great man. You never had anything better than Bill Walton. He was just a phenomenal person all around. Oh, look, it's back to Pulsiver. And this was at a bank. Local bank in Queens. Pulsiver was there for the day. It was just a Mets schedule, whatever, you know. Just, what is it? It's just a schedule. That's all it is. And it's Pulsiver. So I must have got like, I don't know how many he signed that day. There was nobody in the bank. We're just sitting there talking. Bill signed, sure, what do you got? Whatever I had. So multiples on him many times. There's another good one again. It's, whoa, I got three of them. So we'll get all three in one shot here. It's Todd Hundley again. Todd Hundley, one of my favorite signers of all time, him and Jeff Kent. Maybe the two best. You see that one? A little sloppier on that one. You know, each time it's different, you know? Each time he's a little different, depending on how much of a hurry he's in, I guess, or not in a hurry. And there's a little less also on that one, getting less. But over the years, it's changed, you know. You get a better one, this one's a little better. And this one, you can see the changes. But thank you, Todd Hundley. Very nice guy. All righty, we have another one. It's John Olerud with the Mets. Of course, I got him back at Shea Stadium back in the day. Again, I didn't pay for any of these guys. Everything you've seen in this video so far cost me the price of the photo. Oops, I'm sorry. Price of the photos were $3 back in the day. Photo file. And we had a guy, it was one kid who came around the stadium. We called him Batman because he always had a bat in his hand. He just got a bat sign, nothing else. But then he started getting photos, 8x10s from Photo File. So he would go down to Photo File. I guess, you can go there and purchase them in person. Or you could order them online. Well, there was no online, I'm sorry. You could order them through the mail. And he just ordered stuff for guys. And, he brought in a half a dozen photos every player each day. Certain players, the big stars, and we bought them all for $3 a piece if we didn't have nothing to get signed. But next up is, this is a good one. It's another Hall of Famer, but not the Baseball Hall of Fame, the Boxing Hall of Fame. That's right. That's Sugar Ray Leonard, the one and only, not the original Sugar Ray Robinson, but Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, what a career he had. I don't have to tell you. Just a phenomenal career. And he fought this guy a bunch of times. I think he fought him. Roberto Duran. Oh, the lights are glare. It's not a glare. It's the lights in the photo. I thought it was glaring on here. But yeah, Roberto Duran. That's another pretty good one there, huh? No Mas, the famous fight, right? That was the one. And we're going to end this here with a Duke Snider. Whoops, which I got so many times. Went to dinner with the Duke. Met Duke many times. Great signer, great person. I mean, you don't make people like this the old times. Look at the autograph. It's just perfect. Everything. So, guys, this is just a fraction of the cost. A fraction of my autographs. In person, of course. So this envelope is now empty. I have so many more envelopes like this. So we're going to get to the next envelope. And you guys are going to come back and see that next envelope because you're going to like and subscribe. You always do that for me, please. Help me build the channel even more. It really does help when you hit that like button. Please do it. Subscribe. And we'll see you on the next episode of Baseball King Collectibles.